What is my vibe right now? What's your take? I'll wait. Hi everyone, my name is Tyler Oakley and welcome back. How have you been? What is new? What is going on? What's the 411? It's been since September 2022 since we last saw each other. How have you been? That is wonderful news. What's new with me? Well, the most pressing, urgent news that you should probably know about is that I made a video with Anthony Padilla. It was one of the, I spent a day with insert name here, and he's done these videos for years and years and years, and he's interviewed these people and spent, a full sit-down conversation with them. And I have never really talked about my YouTube stuff in hindsight. Now that I feel a little bit distant from it, I haven't really discussed what was going through my head during those years. And to be honest, I feel like I was kind of afraid to ever sit down and hash out my feelings about it, because honestly that would be kind of triggering and also kind of whew. I recently changed my TikTok bio and said, allow me to reintroduce myself. And it really has been a phrase that I have taken to heart in my relationship with reconnecting with YouTube viewers. Anytime I continue to exist on the internet, like on Twitch or TikTok, and people are like,
oh my god, he's still alive.
In that person's mind, am I supposed to step away forever? Are you supposed to never think about me again just because I left your frame of reference? Does that mean I can't continue to do whatever I do that I really, really enjoy on the internet? Anytime a TikTok does well these days, I feel anxious about it and I feel anxiety about it because it feels like I am inviting anybody to participate in my piece. And a lot of people might not necessarily have my best interest at heart, or might lack empathy skills, or might not see internet people as real people, and they might leave a comment not thinking oh, I'm a human on the other side that might read that comment and feel some type of way from it. So I have a strange relationship with feeling perceived at that level. I lived it. It was an experience. It opened so many incredible opportunities and doors, but it also gave me a strange relationship with being perceived. And that has been my entire adult life. When you think about people you haven't seen in a decade, you might have a perception of who they were then, and it could be shocking to have to reconcile how they present themselves now. It might be a completely different feeling of a person, a different energy, or a different expression. And so I just feel gratitude for the opportunity to connect and be seen for who I feel I am these days. And there will always be people that come into the chat that are like, when was the last time you dyed your hair? Are you still friends with blah, 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 blah. All of questions that you would ask if I were submit questions now for a Q and Slay, and it's 2014. As if their idea of things to talk to me about are stuck in that year. And it's I often reflect and have appreciation for that time frame, but I don't feel stuck there. Now that we are officially a decade later, I hope that you have kindness and gentleness as you reacquaint yourself with whoever you might reacquaint yourself with, because aging comes for all. I feel in my 30s very much oh, I'm seeing everyone's relationship to aging, whereas 20s, it was not really as much of a topic that other 20-year-olds were having. And so I hope you just have as much grace as you would want others to have for you in that process for the people that you might be reconnecting with. That could be at a 10-year reunion. That could be at a family reunion. That could be in the mirror. However you encounter your own relationship with time passing, be as gentle with others as you would want others to be with you and you to be with yourself. There was a TikTok recently that went around of me accepting my 2016 Webby Award for Web Personality channel, Tyler Oakley. And at this award show, you had to give a 5-word acceptance speech.
Nude selfies till I die.
A-E-I-O-U.
And so my acceptance speech, monkey covering eyes emoji, thanks, has been going around on TikTok, and it became a TikTok sound, and it is so funny because I should have known from YouTube days, anything that you really would love to take off probably isn't going to be the thing that is your first viral thing on a platform. And this felt like a moment from 7 years ago, saying 5 words and having sincere gratitude, but also LOL, I'm on the internet type of vibe. And I also feel oh my gosh, how great that more than ever, that the message that resonates right now from me is monkey covering eyes emoji. Thanks. Like, is that not my vibe? Yes. And it still is. And I feel like also people rediscovering me through that and being like, oh my God, this is so cringe. I'm like, oh my God. Oh, y'all are still thinking things are cringe. Oh no. If you find things cringe on the internet, move on from that as quick as possible. Everything that you ever want to accomplish is like on the other side of being slightly cringe because you want to be authentically yourself and succeed. You have to get over that. Anytime something does well, I feel like I encounter a lot of energy that I don't normally surround myself with. And that is one of the things, like people that find things cringe, oh baby, that's not the vibe. I'm 34 now, and I started content creating at 18, and it has been 16 years. This is the job I've had the longest. This is the home I've had the longest. This is the project I've done the longest. I feel so much love for it, and I just want to do my best, and I just want to do it for as long as I want to do it. And so I feel gratitude that the podcast is, we are about to do our 420 episodes, that the podcast has been going that long, that I've made hundreds and hundreds of videos, that I've done Twitch now for 2 years. I love it, and I feel gratitude that I get to keep doing it. And I feel gratitude that people trust me to be a safe space for them. I feel way more conscious of the responsibility of being not just a content creator, but more of like a community facilitator is what it feels like now, because Twitch feels like that. It's content creation, but it's community facilitation, and I just want to be mindful and create something that people feel safe to go to. Coming out of lockdown, my social skills, oh my God, like not good. And it's okay, I'm getting better at it and I'm feeling more comfortable, but my anxiety, I feel like, has gone bonkers since everyone has kind of gone back to whatever they might consider normal now. And Twitch has been a really positive experience for me in connecting, in feeling social. And so I do feel so protective of the vibe because it's important to me. And if you are out there and you are feeling isolated and you have trouble connecting, or you feel like you would like community, but you don't know where to find that, I understand, and that is how I have felt, and that's why I take it really seriously. So it's a little scary for this video with Anthony to go live today. Where the fuck? How did I get down this road? I need to go back to therapy. But honestly, the Anthony video felt like that, where we were able to have that conversation as YouTubers that spent their entire 20s creating and connecting with audiences and then finding our new path in our 30s. YouTubers talking about being YouTubers. Oh my God, is there any worse cliche? But I feel like as now a participant in it, it's been kind of therapeutic. And I feel like now that I am a little bit more distant from it, and maybe you as viewers are a little bit more distant from the experience of like VidCon days and the Slumber Party tour and all of that experience, for me it has allowed me to see the experience from a new perspective, and I really appreciated the conversation. So if you want to see that interview, the link will be below. Anthony, thank you for being somebody that I feel safe around, because that is a very appreciated thing. Another thing that I've been really into these days is curating music vibes. I have 6 playlists that I update every week on Spotify, and I have really enjoyed doing it. I think part of it is coming out of like my rave festival era, which was kind of before the pandemic, around that time, and I feel like I have just for myself discovered a lot of new genres that I am really enjoying. Like this year, I feel like I'm so into 70s music, and it feels nice to curate vibes that I want to travel down. And Twitch has also been really fun because I feel like I get to share that vibe of whatever playlist I'm working on or I'm enjoying that time. So if you would like my playlists, I used to do just jams and chill. Jams is like pop, rock, what I believe should be on the radio. Chill is like soft and acoustic and relaxing. But now I have 4 new playlists that I have been working on. So there's dance, which is dance and house and vocals. There's rave, which is harder EDM and like techno. There's vibes, which is like floaty vibes, great for like by the pool. And then finally there is groove, which is my latest playlist, which I really love. It's like 70s soft rock and like soul and folk, and it's my favorite one right now, so I think you'll enjoy. So yes, I update those playlists every Friday, and I really enjoy it, and I think you might like them. And if you're looking for new music that gets updated all the time, you're welcome in advance. Hey, we're still doing the podcast, and it's better than ever. If you have stopped listening or you took a break or whatever, come listen every single single Tuesday. We have so much fun, and I feel like we are so in our funny groove these days. We have done 417 episodes, and that boggles my mind. I love that it is like just a staple of my week where I have time set aside to be stupid with my bestie. That is so fun. And even if the podcast didn't exist, the fact that I have like a dedicated time slot in my week to be an idiot and giggle and try to make my best friend laugh, like that is a delight. And so to continue to share it with y'all on the podcast, Psychobabble, if you want to listen, you can. It's new every Tuesday. Also, if you like Drag Race, I feel like the podcast is also a Drag Race podcast. We talk about Drag Race every season, kind of at the end of each podcast episode. So if you ever want to know my thoughts on All Stars or who my favorite queen is or whatever the Snatch game was, if you want to know my thoughts, it's usually on the podcast. Like I said, we have our 420th episode coming up, so we are going to be doing like a 420 experience. So tune in. God bless. I appreciate you. If you want to be a producer on it, you can join the Patreon where people send in topics for everything that they want us to discuss. And bitch, more often than not, I am scrambling on a Monday morning looking for things to talk about. So I check that thread and I go off of what y'all say, talk about this. So if you want to feel like you're in charge of what we talk about, join us on the Patreon. Link below. Okay, so I think that's it. I think that's everything that I want to talk about. You know where to find me. So yeah, I would love to reconnect with you. I appreciate the opportunity to reintroduce myself. Okay, that is all. I will see y'all soon. Bye.